What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another review. Today we have the Mafex comic version Venom, and I have been waiting so long to unbox him and to show you guys this figure. He has been in a long line of figures that I need to review, but yeah, here we have the Mafex Venom. Box looking really nice, figure looking really nice. Got him on Mercari for like $80. Get a closer look at the box. Got the poses and the accessories on the back. I was really hesitant on picking this guy up, but then after like a lot of thought, I was like, I really need a comic Venom, you know? I was gonna settle with the SHF Venom, but then I was like, nope, I need a comic Venom. And that's how I got him. So let's take the figure out the box. Here's what he comes with. So for what he looks like, man, just look at him. Just look at him. He looks so good. Alright, so I finally got all that plastic out, and let's get a closer look at the figure now. He looks phenomenal. Really loving this head sculpt right here. Really liking the body. I like the proportions a lot of this Venom. Get a closer look at that logo. Closer look at that head sculpt. And then everything else is just plain black, right? There is a bit of blue shading around the body. Slight blue shading. You might not be able to see it on camera, but definitely does. But look at those feet. Like the white accent here on the hands. And the back logo. But let's get into articulation, because there's not really much to look at here besides this beautiful head sculpt and the logo. He is double jointed. Does have a bicep swivel. Has a butterfly joint. Really good butterfly joint. Better than the SHF Venom that I was reviewing the other day. My big complaint on that figure was the butterfly joint. Of course, that figure is like 5 times the size of this figure, but still. We have the drop down legs going about 90 degrees. I don't want to force it because I don't believe this is a soft plastic like the newer figures. Yeah, it's more of a harder plastic. So, double jointed knees. Got the toe hinges here. Ankle. Ooh. His foot came off. Trying to show the range in the ankles, but his foot came off, so. So, his head looks down this much. His head looks up that much. So not that much range in the head, but as much as you'll need right on this figure. It does have some decent head tilt. At least this way. Can't get it to tilt the other way for some reason. But decent. Definitely a little restricted here because of how long the head sculpt is here. But not bad, right? Not bad. He does hit T-pose. A little bit above the T-pose if you force it more than this. But I wouldn't. And that's your Venom for you. Straightforward review. Articulation is pretty good. Check that ab crunch. Ooh. That upper torso is stiff. Got a really good ab crunch as well. I want to be careful here. Yeah, look, I think I just scraped it right here. Oh no, it has like some gooey substance in there. I don't know what that is. But be careful on this ab crunch right here. I don't know if it's going to scratch, but my symbiote has that issue. So I would be very careful here with this whole ab crunch thing. But yeah, he had some gooey stuff coming out of there. Anyways, there's your Venom for you. Really liking how he looks. Definitely going to be a really great addition to my collection. So for accessories, it comes with 6 pairs of hands. We have 6 pairs of hands, sorry. 5 pairs of hands and then the additional feet. I'm picking these feet up like they're hands. So we got the magnetic feet. Got these clawing hands. Really liking the expressions on these hands. Really sculpted nicely, in my opinion. Got these magnetic hands with the claws as well. Wall climbing hands. Got these punching hands. We got these holding hands, which I'm assuming you can use for the webs as well. And some more holding hands. These are literal web holding hands. The other ones are more like open, but these are pretty nice. Then we have 2 additional head sculpts, one being the Eddie Brock head sculpt. Looking really good, to be honest. I like it. Kind of like a chip right here, but it doesn't matter. This is the part that goes into the neck. It's very stiff. And then we have the smiling Venom head sculpt. Looking pretty good there. Really liking the eyes going all the way up. Teeth looking sharp. And for the webs, there's just a whole bunch of webs everywhere. I don't know why they're like all over the place like that, but these webs, you see, like they're all connected in like everywhere. These webs, and I think this is the last pair, so it's the longer pair. So four webs, pretty neat, if you ask me. So here we have a little goofy side comparison. I decided to do the 185 and the SHF Venom to compare the sizes with, because 185 obviously is a similar figure in the same line, but the SHF was just like a silly, I wanted to compare the Venoms. I do not have Carnage unboxed yet, which is why I did not put him in the size comparison. But if you do want to see the size comparison, definitely go check out my Carnage review, which will be posted a couple days after this one. So yeah, really liking the size comparison here between 185 and Venom. People complain that this Venom should be a little bit taller, but I kind of like it, and it kind of reminds me of the Venom from the Spider-Man trilogy, where the Toby trilogy, where he's like kind of in similar height to him. At least that's what it reminds me of. I think this is a great size comparison. Obviously the Venom, like the SHF Venom, is just like a goofy comparison. I wouldn't really count that in here, but I like how this Venom scales and the proportions and the bulkiness of him. Really like that short, buff Venom, right? This Mafex Venom, honestly, is good. It's good. I went in skeptical. I was like, man, I'm going to get like another basically Spider-Man-ish figure on another Spider-Man-ish body. But no, I actually really like the look that they went with for this Spider-Man. I'm assuming it's like the Todd McFarlane like comic or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, really love this look. Really love the accessories he comes with. Comes with at least an unmasked head sculpt, similar to what I was talking about in that reverse flash review. We need more unmasked head sculpts with our figures, even if it's because it's Rebel Tech, or I don't care. We need unmasked head sculpts, especially for figures like this. So really appreciate that really nice looking head sculpt. We got a smiling expression, and he comes with a lot of hands, the magnet feet and hands, of course, and just all these web accessories, they're really different from all the other figures that we've gotten, and they aren't like the Spider-Man webs, because these go around his wrists and go around his forearms. So these are different. The articulation's pretty good. I probably would have preferred a softer diaper piece now that I know how the softer diaper works on the newer figures that are coming out. But he's great. His ab crunch is pretty good, surprisingly. The neck articulation and the head don't move as much, again, because I talked about that head sculpt. But he does meet a lot of the criteria for good articulation, especially those butterfly joints really functioning well there. I love him. I like him. I'd give him like a 9 out of 10. I'm pushing 9 out of 10 because the sculpting is really, really good on this figure. And it's just, yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Just not perfect. 10 out of 10 is perfect, which is very rare. So 9 out of 10 is pretty high on my review list. All right, 9 out of 10 is pretty high. So I'm going to leave it at that. He's a 9 out of 10. He's scrumptious. He's yummers. He's amazing. Go pick him up if you don't have a comic Venom. You need a comic Venom in your collection. I'm telling you, you need one. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. I'll see you guys in the next review. I hope you guys got something out of my review. Peace out.